Hello and welcome, beautiful collective, whoever it is that I am reading for. The energy that I am picking up today is it feels indigenous to me. So, however that is for you, a lot of us have the indigenous energy within us, but this can also be speaking about ancestral energy, and especially with what I'm seeing here. I pulled one of my blocks. And, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it with the light the way it is. Let me see. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. There's not too much I can do about that. I will take a snap of it and put it in the corner here, and maybe I'll be able to get it to focus in that way. But within this area right here, when you see the snap, maybe I can. It looks like a whale coming down, which to me, the whales are ancient. They came here to this planet to be able to help raise our collective consciousness. They are ancient wisdom. Here within this, I think you can see this part. It looks like an indigenous person here, an indigenous person here that is facing one another. Okay? You can see even with the headdress that they have on. It almost is giving me a sense of mummification of some sort when I look at this and when I see it. It almost looks like I said, mummified or something, which really, really talks to me about ancient, well, for one thing, ancient Egypt, I believe, when they mummified. I believe that's right. Over in that area anyway, we're really back in the ancient times when they mummified the bodies to really preserve them for a lot longer period of time. And this is what I'm picking up with this energy. It feels extremely ancient. It feels, like I said, indigenous, which I mean, when we talk about indigenous talks about ancestors, the people that have been here since the beginning. And that is what I mean when I say indigenous. You know, it's not just the indigenous tribes that we talk about now that are located all over the world, but it is the ancient one, you know, the first ones that, you know, that came here, that were brought that wisdom. Okay? There was I guess I'm talking about this. I didn't think I was going to. There was actually other beings that came in and brought DNA to be able to upgrade the awareness of the consciousness that existed upon Earth in ancient times. And those, how can we say that? Those consciousnesses blending together with the indigenous rituals and cultures and things like that brought more awareness and allowed us to be able to evolve to a point of being able to call in a higher consciousness through our ancestors. Does that even make sense? I don't even know if that makes sense. I don't even know if that makes sense, you guys. I hope it does. Okay, this is the message I'm receiving. You are being called by your ancestors, by your ancient lineage, that they have been around you trying to really get your attention to be able to open you up. And I feel like it's through a ritualistic type of energy, whatever that is, whatever you might have experienced or that you are drawn toward within this lifetime. It could be a dancing ritual. It could be something that you're drawn upon, even with crafts or creativity within some way. You see my dream catcher at the back. Like just taking on the indigenous customs that may have been performed in previous years that allow you to get into that total state of receiving when you are in a creative state. You are able to receive a very different level of energy. And there is some ancient energy that is wanting to pour through you within that way. They're even showing me like the dance and that kind of thing around, around the fire with all of the, the bells and the, I see the different types of feathers that exist there, the different ritualistic drums that they're showing me as well. Shamala ma shana, ma shana I hara neshkananai, tokanai shkikana, shkikana chi haratikara, ratikara shikara kara 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 I anamashkana. Yeah, they're really showing me the dance. So it really feels to me that there's a really big importance for you to continue movement, exercise. You may be somebody that begins an exercise regime and then stops it, or begins something and then stops it. It feels like an energy that isn't continuous and complete. It feels like a starting, stopping. Okay, like almost like a scatteredness of going here and going there, or wanting to, but never having a follow through. Feels like lack of follow through. And your ancestors want to come in to be able to help you to focus. Getting back to the earth to be able to ground. Okay, now it all begins to make sense. Getting back to the earth to ground, because when we are not within our physical presence, our physical body, we are unable to perform the physical acts that are required here. So we receive a lot of ideas. They may constantly be pouring in, but we never have the ability to ground them within this reality if we do not have our body grounded. And exercise is part of that. Connecting with the earth. Dance can be a big part of that, which is a lot of reason why in the indigenous cultures there was a lot of dancing. There was connecting with the earth. There was working with the earth, working with the animal, wearing leather, that kind of thing. Taking your shoes off and really allowing yourself to be able to touch the earth. Most of our shoes are not like our man-made plastics or whatever on the bottom now, so we aren't able to connect. There's a barrier that disconnects us from the earth, from touching the earth. So take your shoes off, or wear a leather bottom, a completely like a leather slipper or something like that, that you are able to connect with the earth when you are outside on the earth. So grounding that energy in so that you are able to bring that creation in, because you are receiving a lot of ideas that are coming in the ether, and you're grabbing a lot of them, but you're unable to make them come into complete physical manifestation. And you will recognize this as someone that you start things and it never finishes. You start something else. Okay? And you may even be asking the question over and over again, what is my purpose? How can I survive here? What am I supposed to be doing? Okay? What direction am I supposed to take? And that is the message that the ancestors are bringing, is that you need to get back to the basics, really, of being able to ground. Make sure you're drinking lots and lots of water, because that also helps us. We are so much water. But you are receiving a lot of the ideas, which tells me like a lot of times the upper chakras can be out of balance with the lower chakras. Okay? And people get upset when they hear that sometimes, because they think, well, I've been working so hard on my upper chakras. Yes, but we need to be in complete alignment and balance through all of our chakras. And it's interesting because I just posted a light code. Mary Magdalene brought me actually about the sacredness of the sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra is all about creativity. Okay? It is who you are at the center of yourself, singularly. Okay? How do you see yourself? How do you relate with yourself? Okay? And I just put that out. It's only about 10, well, it's less than 10 minutes, I think. And it's a ritual to open up your sacral chakra, and that may help you as well. If I think of it, I'll link it at the end here. If not, it's not too far back in my videos. Just take a look. And it says Mary Magdalene channels light codes for sacral or something like that. The earthworm, yeah. How fitting. The earthworm. Grounded. The earthworm is right within the earth, you guys. This is grounded energy that is necessary in order for you to be able to ground your projects into the earth, into this physical being. It's not that you're not receiving, it's that you're not allowing yourself to ground them in. You're not spending enough time in your physical presence. And we get like that when we move on to our spiritual path. We just want to be in here because it's nice, right? Feels so good and loving. It's like, oh, la, 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 right? But we have to come back down to earth. We ask for, abundance within our life. Well, we have to be in our physical life in order to bring that abundance in. We can't just continue to float away. We can do that in meditation. We can do that to bring things in, but then we have to ground that in. So be conscious of that grounding energy in order to bring that in to your physical reality. That is extremely, extremely important, you guys. Oh my God, the dragon. Dragon is so present. And I mean, my dragon is back here again. I mean, doesn't really leave me. The dragon energy, you guys. This is mastery. This is mastery. They want you to know that you have that ability to release the mastery that you have within you, because you are a master. We are all masters here. We simply come here within this body to have a physical experience. But when we begin on our spiritual path, we sometimes forget that we are in a physical presence here, and we want to be so much in that higher presence because it's so beautiful. But our physical presence can be beautiful here, too. We just have to be in the awareness of what that is and bringing the rest of that energy in that we want to manifest. And our physical presence can sometimes, what they're saying, not be as beautiful as what we think because we are not grounding this energy into this. Okay? So it's like seeing all this stuff floating around, and we're up here looking at it and going, oh, that's so beautiful. And we just have to remember to call it into ourselves and then ground that in through our physical presence into Gaia, into what we want here. Okay? So let's do that. Let's just pull that energy in from the ethers. I want you to visualize pulling that energy in with the breath. Okay, as we pull that energy with the breath into our solar plexus and our sacral, moving it down into the abdomen and the lungs, we are going to pull that in, and then on the exhale, we are going to push that energy down into Gaia. So it is here for us. So we have access to it here in our life. Okay. So let's do this. Anshukada, ikanama, shukanana, haraki, shkanana, kanana, kanana, kanana. Deep breath in. Hold it. Allow it to constrict within your lungs and your abdomen, and you will feel it within your lungs and your abdomen without breathing out. You will feel that begin to constrict within that area. Now I want you to imagine that energy beginning to trickle down, and as it trickles down, I want you to breathe out with a sound, pushing it into the earth. Oh. Okay. We're going to do this one more time. In shukatika na shkana arokachi na hira. In again. Holding it within the lungs and the abdomen. You can feel your muscles holding it there, and then you're going to release it with the sound. One last time we're going to do this. I just got a flash of golden energy as I did that. Torah shkanaya, toshana, ishkara kanama, shkana, ikarahianaya. One more time. Hold it. You'll feel the tension in your abdomen and your solar plexus, and then you're going to release it down through the earth with a sound. Arenai, Arenai, Arash, Karaya, Orash, Karai, Ki, Shkananama, Shkana, Arekanai, 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 Awash, Kanamash, Kana, Kanamash, Kana, Awashane, Kanama, Awashane, Kanama, Awashane, Kanama, Ish, Kanama, Kara. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, sacred souls. Remember to bring that energy in and anchor it in. We must anchor it in order to have it available to us on this plane. All right. So much love to each and every one of you. Thank you for everything that you are providing just by being here, just by walking the earth. You are providing the service of being here. So much love to each and every one of you.